Hello and welcome to UnJustified, where we always cover the truth, the facts, the good, the bad, the ugly, on an unbiased and sometimes very unpopular opinion. If you're not a member of our newest channel, Unjustified Crimes, please join us over there as well. You can hit the link in the description box below. There is where we cover all of the breaking crime news. And let's get right into today's video. Gabby Petito's story has caught the attention of those across the nation. Before the headlines, though, Gabby lived in Carolina Beach. She worked in Wilmington, and even though she did not end up going, she did apply to go to Cape Fear Community College. Smoke on the Water General Manager, Laura, says that Gabby worked there from September in 2017 to January of 2019. Gabby worked as a hostess and in the kitchen while there before moving to Florida. Laura says that Gabby's not just a name, she's not just a case. She was a person, and she was a very special person to many people and many of us here. She was a good soul and a good spirit, and she touched so many lives. That's what we want her to be remembered for. Her co-workers and friends say she loved everyone and made everyone around her feel that they were loved. Laura says watching everything unfold has been so heartbreaking, and it's just still seeming so unreal. She says, I think all of us here initially thought that it can't be real, and that it has to be somebody else. Because Gabby was so full of life, and she had so many plans, and she had her whole life ahead of her. The restaurant has actually set up a table in remembrance of their former co-worker and friend, Gabby Petito. Though some of her close friends were not able to speak on the camera, they shared some very touching stories and what it felt like and what it was like just to be Gabby's friend. To know Gabby was to truly know someone who embodied a free spirit. She made life a little lighter and a little less serious. She was adventurous, and she loved her family and friends wholeheartedly. And then another friend wrote, she enjoyed doing art. That is something we shared as a passion for, making the world a more creative and beautiful space. Working with her at Smoke, she was always good at keeping the mood fun and light. She was goofy and made people laugh. Gabby was literally a ray of sunshine everywhere she went. I cannot remember a time that she did not have a smile on her face. Another friend writes, her love for life was so inspiring, and her love for others was even more so. I am so thankful for the time that I got to spend with her while she was in Wilmington. She touched my life more than anyone could ever know. Gabby, your smile will forever be engraved in my heart. The restaurant plans to plant a tree in her memory sometime in the very near future. Gabby's fiancé, Brian Laundrie, is a suspect in her case. He remains missing now for well over a week after his family said they last saw him. Gabby's last known contact with family was in late August, and while she was in Grand Teton National Park, authorities said she was reported missing on September the 11th, 10 days after Brian returned home from a cross-country trip with her van, but without Gabby.
Gabby was a bright soul, a bright light. She was always happy, always had a smile on her face, always trying to bring everybody up with her. Not just a name. She's not just a case. She was a person, and she was very special to a lot of people, and many. I think all of us here initially thought it can't be real. You know, it has to be somebody else. She was so full of life and had so many plans and had her whole life ahead of her.
A life captured in photos, spending time with friends, enjoying the ocean and the Carolina Beach boardwalk. Now some of those photos cover a table at Smoke on the Water, a table reserved in her memory. Gabby's friends are still shocked and heartbroken. They were not able to speak on camera, but shared stories.
To know Gabby was to know someone who truly embodied a free spirit. She made life a little lighter and a little less serious. She was adventurous and loved her family and friends wholeheartedly. She enjoyed doing art. That is something that we shared a passion for, making the world a more creative and beautiful space. Her love for life was so inspiring, and her love for others even more so. I am so thankful for the time I got to spend with her while she was in Wilmington. She touched my life more than anyone could know. Gabby, your smile will forever be engraved in my heart.
On the coast of North Carolina, Gabby Petito will be remembered for her joy, her smile, and her heart.
She was a good soul, a good spirit, and touched so many lives. That's what we want her to be remembered for.